trying about it. So one time I went to a pool. I had to pee, and you know when you go to like apartments, the like the front house is closed. I ain't feel like walking back to my apartment, so guess what I do? I went beside a tree and peed. Literally, a cop drove by, gave me a ticket for disturbing disorderly conduct, just because I peed outside the thing. And when I asked him, "Hey, what should I have did?" He's like, "You should have peed inside the pool." And I said, "You can only imagine what color he is. I'm not going to say what color, but because this is our imagination." And he literally said I should have peed inside the pool, and I wouldn't got my ticket.
Yeah. I mean, I go where you're at. I mean, I don't like peeing in a pool either, but.
I mean, especially when it was like, see, my whole thing was, it was like, right when they would start bringing out the like, hey, if you pee, that blue dot gonna come out the pool. Plus, I was around a whole bunch of girls, and it was like no kids. It was like all college kids, so it was like, come on now.
Yeah, I mean, that didn't last that long because people were turning way too many pools blue.
I mean, I can only imagine because after that, I literally left. I was like, bruh, I'm not gonna fucking. That kind of ruined the whole day for me. It's like I just got a ticket that I had to pay for to just because I peed at a pool, or outside the pool, when I should have just peed in the pool, according to him.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was like, if I ever see him, I would never go into the pool with him because he probably peed in it.
Yeah, but I don't know, this whole thing with Kyle Rittenhouse. I mean, even regardless of the other guy who had or got caught firing a gun, and I mean, he literally apparently just shot it in the air. Is a warning shot, which is illegal. So well, I mean, he actually did get charged for it.
I completely agree. Like, you should not, for like the thing that happened escalate too fast. But my whole thing is that Kyle point the gun at him first before the warning shot. Like, how did this all? Because nobody gonna really tell you the real truth. I wish it was like a recording of what really happened.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be nice if there was a full recording.
Because technically, if Kyle walked up to them first and pointed a gun at them, and some guy shot a warning shot in the air, and then technically would a guy be justified in shooting a warning shot?
No.
I mean,
you're not allowed to shoot a gun unless you're actually planning on killing somebody or injuring them. You can't openly fire in the air, mostly just because it becomes actually an endangerment, because that bullet eventually is going to come down and go somewhere.
But then technically would Kyle be charged with more like life threatening because he felt like his life was threatened if somebody pointed an AR-15 at you?
Yeah, but I mean, again, if the guy was going to fire a shot, it's not really the fact that how it happened, but
I know he can't get. I know he got to get charged for firing in the air, but my whole thing is, what happened before?
Oh, like, I mean, I'm with you. I'd be curious to know too, but
because technically, if somebody pointed an AR-15 at me, first off, I'm not shooting in the air. I'm going to shoot at him.
Yeah, I wouldn't waste my time shooting in the air, but so I don't know. I'm more curious to know. Because, I mean, with all the videos that I've seen and
then, like, my whole thing, I feel like somebody have this whole video. Because there's too many parts like this. Like, it's too many angles from different parts. I feel like somebody have this whole video. And when they go to court, they're going to play the whole video.
Yeah, they'll piece them all together the best that they can.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Like I said, with all the videos that I've seen, I feel like it's going to be really hard for Wisconsin to, like, charge him with much. Because, I mean, technically, the way the videos show it, he was defending himself. Regardless of, I get he shot people and it's not right. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying the way that it happened, I feel like he's going to be able to get away with it.
I mean, he can get away with the murder charges, but he can get reckless endangerment. He can get a child having a gun underneath. A lot of them may just be, like, pointless felonies that he do, like, 5-10 years in jail.
I don't foresee him doing any time in jail.
I feel like he got to do at least 5 years. I feel like they're going to make him at least do 5 years, especially with, like, this whole racial thing, especially with the city just burned down. But the only catch-22 is, like, no offense to the people who died, he only killed white people, so, and, like, it was, like, a black person, and people protesting because the people killed.
Yeah, I don't know, it'll be interesting, but like I said, I foresee him maybe getting, like, 5 years of probation, maybe, like, tops 1 year in jail.
Well, I feel like it got to be 5 years because technically he did take 2 people's lives. And plus the way he fired, a couple of the rounds he just shot in the direction of different people. And he didn't know where. The video I seen, like I said, different videos, who knows, maybe he was aiming. And then also would that business owner be charged because technically he was a fake security guard for a bit. I don't know how that would work.
Yeah,
like, because it would go down the thing like, I wouldn't be, like, depending on how Kyle Lowry is, I wouldn't have been here if this business owner didn't tell me to come here to protect his business.
Yeah, I mean, that could be another aspect of it. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's going to be so much shit to this case that it's going to be unreal. And, you know, but... So, YouTube is apparently censoring a lot of stuff. And also, Twitter is now in hot water, too, for not allowing certain stories to be on Twitter.
Well, I see our freedom of speech is getting taken away little by little. So, pretty soon I can see this podcast going to get in or get censored.
Yeah, we'll getting emails, and they'll be like, you need to not discuss this, this, and this. And it's just like...
How you like to talk about China, please stop talking about them. How you like to talk about Donald Trump, please stop talking about them. How you like to talk about Joe Biden, please stop talking about them.
Pretty much. I don't know. I mean, I get what they're censoring. It was what,
certain stuff I don't understand, because, like, they was doing conspiracies, like Pizzagate. They did the 09. They did a couple other ones that was like, it was more like random things they were censoring, but...
You mean, they said they weren't going to censor, but it was right, the group's called Anon? Is that what it was? Or
yeah, Anon, I think they believe that Democrats are pedophiles and racists and devil worshippers, and I just like, most all, y'all don't understand, most politicians are like that. Like, I believe they do the pedophile shit, so it's not just Democrats. I think it's Republicans. I think you, like, some of them old senators, and some old stories. Like, I wish people could read people's minds. I'm pretty sure you're going to find out hella old shit.
Yeah.
And where smoke is fire, that's why I feel like whoever involved in Pizzagate is another big conspiracy that's involved. Because you think Jeffrey Epstein was the only one. There's a lot of other rich people who own islands. And just like how you was telling me the other day, that all the rich people are starting to buy islands where it's starting to run out of islands to buy.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's a whole nother thing. But, you know, I mean, apparently, like, their whole deal is they're censoring certain videos that supposedly are basically telling people to do violence. I mean, I've never watched them. I don't really know exactly what they are, but apparently they try to get people to go out and do violent acts and shit like that, but they're going to allow their normal videos.
The way I was reading it, I seen they were just going to take down most of their videos. Like, they was going to completely... Well, maybe that was Twitter. I read that's more like censored all the way.
I mean, it could be. There's a lot of them that are starting to do this shit. I mean, Facebook's horrible at it.
Oh, I hate Facebook because one minute I post an article, next minute I look at the article, 5 likes. This is a fake article. I'm not... You will be reported. I'm like, but 5 people like it, and I'll literally see this all over the news. This is fake news. Like, or this is... I have all type of stuff in my Facebook. I just like, all right, forget it. I don't care. I just share.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, depending on what it is, like whenever I see stuff like in the beginning of the coronavirus pandemic, you know, there was this photo going around that had listed a bunch of different diseases and flus and different stuff, but it like listed the rates of what the infection and everything like that was. So, you know, I mean, stuff like that, I try to fact check it before I post it.
Yeah.
And I looked it up, and I mean, some of them were like a year off or something like that, but all in all, the information was correct. But I got flagged because apparently it was false news, and I'm like, it's not false news. Like, I legit looked it up on multiple news sources.
I mean, I just want to know, how can somebody determine what is fake news now and what is real news? Because technically, you could be an asshole and make a website and say, hey, this website said it's real news.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of verifying websites and shit like that eventually we'll start using. But then that's more... We pretty much use all major news sources anyway. We don't go to these sideshow websites. All of our news comes from, like, ABC, CNN, CBS,
well, we do,
Fox.
But I've seen a lot of people on Facebook. I've seen Facebook articles from Alice Jones, stuff like that. I'm like, why would y'all believe? I mean, I don't know. Certain people, I just look and, like, I will not retweet what this guy say, because a lot of people need to look into a lot of people, what some people say before you retweet what they say, or actually watch other videos than just the video you agree with.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's like the thing with Twitter. Like, so apparently a bunch of emails came out where Hunter Biden and Joe Biden and couple other people were all discussing certain things, and like the guy that they had met with had thanked Hunter for allowing him to meet or getting him a meeting with his father, and this was all whenever him and Obama were in office. So, and now it's coming out, and the news article was actually from the New York Times.
Yeah.
Well, Twitter censored it to where you cannot post the story, and now they're getting under heat because they're defending. They're defending Hunter Biden, so now they're making it political. Is what the issue is. Is that a lot of this stuff is becoming way too political. Like if you post something that sounds anywhere close to remotely towards Trump on Facebook, they're going to block you.
It's like fake news.
Yeah, I mean it could be true as ever. You know, what I mean, but
they could say Trump is right, and next thing you know, fake news.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there's just way too much censorship. Like we pretty much have no freedoms anymore.
I ain't gonna say no freedom because you don't want to be like China. But
yeah, I mean, definitely not.
But I mean, it's starting to get there. Like obviously, like if they starting to censor. Well, I understand where this censorship started. Like when you start looking back, the censorship started when like the family, the kid friendly YouTube type stuff. They started censoring them. / like certain things won't be classified as kid friendly if they make the YouTube Kids, and that pissed off a lot of people because the algorithm was all wrong.
Yeah. Sorry, but yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, this is a whole lot of bullshit in my opinion. Because I mean, like I said, it's not even just YouTube. It's not just Facebook. It's not just Twitter. I mean, it's every single platform. They're all doing it. I
mean, even the news. Because when we try to get news, I send you an article for CNN. You send me the same article in Fox News. CNN say beneficial stuff to Democrats. Fox News say they're beneficial stuff to Republicans.
Yep, that's why I just try to piece the two stories together the best I can from a couple different websites.
That's why if I was anything, I would just want one. Like if I go to, let's say something like mustard.com for news. And mustard.com show me the facts of, hey, this is the benefits across the board. And you show me the bad between the Republicans and the bad between the Democrats. It is what it is, but every side now don't want to show what's wrong with their side. It's like, hey, this is what we trying to do. And my side is right.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like the whole thing with the news, especially. Like, you know how big thing was about, like, all the jails and stuff on the border.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of that was actually put into place under Obama and Biden.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of those prisons, and now they're making it to seem like Trump did it. But, I mean, in reality, yeah, granted, he should have changed it if he knew about it. I won't say there's that for sure, but, you know, I'm just saying, like, he should have changed it if he knew about it. But, I mean, for them to do that and then just to blame other people just so that way makes it sound better isn't the way to do it. I mean, it's not responsible journalism by any means nowadays.
I mean, journalism, it just really, I don't understand it no more. Because I used to could read an article and it's only one fact. Now it's like 5 different facts, and actually it's like 1/5 facts. Because I gotta go to this one website. Oh, I get part of the facts. Let me go to this other website, get the other part. So now I'm being like a journalist and trying to figure out the story together. Now, including you got hearsay, she say stuff.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, that's the whole thing, like with the China, you know, going after the Rockets GM, and he got fired for it because he was tweeting about China and the Hong Kong protests.
He was, to me, it was like the perfect storm because the Rockets GM wasn't really doing that good of a job. But then this year, before the season, he tweeted in favor of the Hong Kong protests. And literally, if you know anything about the NBA, they're trying to do so much stuff for China. And literally, since the Rockets GM tweeted this, we're going to stop showing NBA games and stuff. So, of course, you know, the NBA and him have to say, oh, I'm sorry. And then literally, like, NBA players literally said, hey, you can't do that. And then, of course, I started a big argument like, so is y'all only in favor of protesting for America when stuff is wrong, or y'all only protest when stuff not like dealing with your money?
Yeah, I mean, well, the whole problem is they want everybody to see China as some great power and that they do nothing wrong and nothing ever happens and it's just this calm place whenever really it's not.
Well, for people